All right, this is lesson 43, still talking about binomials. In this lesson, we're talking about the expected value of a binomial and the variance. So we talked a little bit about expected values last week. The expected value of a binomial random variable x with probability of success p is e of x is equal to n times p, where n is the number of trials. Remember, that has to be fixed. And the variance of a binomial random variable x with probability p is, we call this the variance squared, is equal to the number of trials times the probability times 1 minus the probability. That is what we call the variance. So suppose you perform an experiment which entails drawing 2 cards from a standard 52 deck, looking at them, and then putting them back and shuffling. If this experiment is repeated 25 times, how many times do you expect to draw 2 cards of the same suit? So this is expected, right? So we're dealing with the expected value. So what is our number of trials here? Well, we are doing this experiment 25 times, so our n is equal to 25. And what is the probability that I draw 2 cards of the same suit? Well, the first card I draw, it can be any suit, right? So really the probability that I care about is the second card that I draw. So if I draw 1 card, I have 51 of them left. And no matter what suit I draw for my first card, I know that I will only have 12 of them left in the deck after that. So there are 12 of one suit left in the deck after first draw. And there are 51 left in the deck after the first draw. So the probability of drawing 2 of the same suit is 12 over 51. So the expected value here is equal to n times p, which is 25 times 12 over 51, which is equal to 5.88. This means that almost 6 times out of 25, you can expect to draw 2 cards of the same suit. What about the variance here? So I know that the variance squared is equal to np times 1 minus p. So this is 25 times our probability, which is 12 over 51, times 1 minus 12 over 51. And if I calculate this all up together, this is sigma squared is equal to 4.99. And I don't have to take the square root or anything, I just leave that squared. That is the variance here. And we'll get into later about what variance means, but for now we're just calling this the variance. Okay, one more example here. Jill gets a right answer 92% of the time. If she takes 3 exams, what is the variance? So she's taking 3 exams. That means our number of trials is equal to 3. And our probability of getting a right answer is 0.92. So our variance is equal to np times 1 minus p. That is 3 times 0.92 times 1 minus 0.92, which is 0.2208. That is the variance here. All right, so that is all about the expected value and variance of a binomial experiment. So we'll be talking about this more on Wednesday. I will see you then. Have a good day.